grip, fucking clip, I'm a pistol whip. I've been told him I'm a fucking shit. Kamikaze in the cockpit. Yeah! Drill shit, I'm a misfit. I walk this movement.
Hey, what's up guys, it's me, and today is a story on how I actually got into a fight with a scammer. So basically, the story goes as this. I was at Clacton Sea with my dad, and we went to this bar, and it's set up so there's a ramp which leads to the dance floor, and then up there was a pool table and a couple tables, and they're circle tables. So this kid was sitting on the circle table, and me and dad was sitting on the one next to it. Well, me and my dad. So this kid comes up to me, and there's this one game called Animal Kaiser, which is really good, and you basically have cards, and you get them every time you play the game, and when you beat, and then there's character cards or move cards or whatever, certain special moves. So I had one of them, and it was my first go, and I got a tiger. I think it was a blue shiny tiger, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. So this kid comes up to me, and he's like, hey, that's a cool card. And I'm like, really? And he's like, no, I'm joking, it's rubbish. So I was like, oh, really? And he was like, this is the best card in the game. And it was a sword shark. Yeah, a sword shark. So he gives me the card, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool, because I was a big fan of sharks. So, by the way, I was 9 at the time, so I wasn't a really vicious child, but just need to know that for the story. So basically, he gives me the card, and we trade. So I'm like, yay, good. So me and Dad hop in the car, and we're driving back to the caravan, because it was a caravan site, and he's like, why'd you trade away that card? And I was like, well, it was pretty crap. And he was like, that's the best card in the game. And I turned around, and I was just like, drive back. And he was like, what? And I was like, drive back now. So we go back to the thing, and outside of the pub there was this park area, a park. So I was sitting there, the kid was sitting there, and his dad was inside, so my dad goes inside to look for his dad, and I see the kid on the thing. So I go up to the kid, and I'm like, hey, can I have my card back? I'll swap you. And he was like, what card? And I was like, you trying to act dumb? So he's like, what card? Do I know you? And I'm like, what? So he's trying to play, and I'm just like, oh, you want to act dumb? Fine, I'll act dumb. So he's sitting there, and he's just like, I don't know what card. And I'm like, give me the card, or I'm going to have to hurt you. And he was like, you're not going to hurt me, I will beat you up. And I'm like, yeah, try, because he was like some fat kid. Let's just call him Billy. So Billy was there, and he was like, I'm going to punch you. And I was like, shut up. And he was like, what you say to me? And I was like, are you deaf? I said, shut up. So he starts getting really pissed off, and he's like, meh, making some velociraptor noises, and he goes to punch me, a forward punch, but for some reason, instead of making his arm straight, he bent it so his elbow was sticking up, but his fist was still straight. I don't know how he did it. So he's throwing some gay-ass punch. And what I do is I dodge out the way, but I grab his arm while he's throwing the punch. So I've got his arm, and I put my other arm on the actual elbow, and he's like, what are you doing? So I'm like, yeah, can I have my card back, please? And he's like, no. So I'm like, can I have my card back, please? And he's like, nope. So I push down harder and harder and harder, and he's like, ow, 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 ow. So he's like, ow. So I'm pushing down his arm, and then I've only got one of his arms, so his other arm, he takes it out of his pocket, he slides it across. But because I was proper pissed off, I literally keep pushing down his arm for another minute, and I just did. So I literally take the card and I dash, literally sonic sprint out of there. I've never gotten so fast in my life. I just ran in, I was like, Dad, let's go. And then we drove off, and not sure what happened to the kid. All I know is I almost broke that kid's arm. I don't think I actually did. I hope not. So Yeah, and it was hilarious. I got my card back, plus I got the shark card. So you know. So moral of the story: don't nick kids' cards. That's unfair. That's what twats do.
What the fuck you niggas want? Grab that pistol, shoot you in the cut. While he faggot acting very blunt. Pussy nigga test, I'll fuck you up. I'm a fucking line, I guess you wet. Pussy, you a private, I'm a vet.